Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to discuss two coding problems that were asked in the TCS NQT exam on October 5, 2025, Shift 2. This year, TCS has noticeably scaled down the difficulty of the coding problems compared to the last year, making them more manageable. However, one of the main challenges faced by many people during the exam was handling the inputs correctly. So, in the first question, we will calculate the length of the train passing through a pole. You are given the train speed in kilometers per hour and the time in seconds, and you have to find the length of the train. And in the problem 2, it focuses on identifying the strong numbers in the array of integers. A strong number is a number whose factorial of the digits sum up to the number. Like you can see 145 over here. 145 digits 145. 1 factorial is 1, 4 factorial is 24, 5 factorial is 120. When summing this up, it completely gives the sum 145. Thus, it's a strong number. Now we will move forward to see the code of these two questions. At first, we are going to, for the problem 1, we will create a class over here. I will mainly focus on taking the input from buffered reader as the TCS exam does not always give the correct results with scanner. You will get, most of the time you will get errors. So I'll name my class as length of train, or LOT. Will contain the main method. Now I'll create a buffered reader. When using buffered reader, you have to import the buffered reader class and input reader class. So at the time of examination, you can just do this. This will import all the classes and packages inside IO class. Okay. So in order to use buffer reader correctly, we have to handle it, or we have to use the mechanism of exception handling. So over here, we will just duck the exception. Also, we can close the reader after the input is completed, since it would prevent the memory leakage. So what we had to take? We had to take two inputs, that is speed of train, and that was in kilometer per hour, and another input was uh, time, and that was in seconds. So we know buffer reader, using buffer reader we can only take string inputs, then we have to uh, parse it to integers to get the correct result. Okay, so how can we take that input? We can take the input using the reader object and the read line method. This should be parsed integer. We can use integer wrapper class dot parseInt method to wrap this and give a variable name as speed of train. Same thing we can do with the another input that will be of time. But we have to remember that the speed of train is in kilometer per hour and that given time is in seconds. And we have to convert the kilometer per hours to second meter per seconds. That is, convert speed of train that is in kilometer per hour to meter per second. So how can we convert it? We know 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter and 1 hour equals to 60 into 60 seconds. That equals to 3600 seconds. Uh, we can just normalize this as 5 by 18. That is 1 kilometer into 5 by 18 equals to, sorry, given kilometer to 5.18 to the time will give the length of the train. So I will just store it in a result variable int res equals to, since we are dividing it by 5 by 18, that will give a float or double value. We have to typecast it. And over here the formula, that is speed of train time into 5 by 18. What we can do is can put more brackets so that the visualization becomes clear, and just print the. Now that we have covered the logic, let's test it out by running the program with an example input. Consider the speed of the train is 90 km per hour and the time taken to pass the pole is 12 seconds. That is 90. We will run the program now. Over here it is 90. That is the speed of the train, and time in seconds, the time it required to pass the pole. That is 12. And the results should be 300. For the problem 2, I will make another video, and that will be the part 2 of the TCS NQT Oct 5 Shift 2 batch. Thank you.